Alright guys, Sprinks Fakes back again. Um, Today I'm here with Ryan Soul.
You alright?
We have a review coming up a little bit later on in the video. First, two notes. First one is we're doing multiple other things, different channels. There'll be links to each and every single channel on this video. First one, we're going to do some ghost hunting, so if you're interested in seeing how we get on with that, you can watch. If it doesn't, fine. Second is obviously vaping, Sprinks' vapes. Third is Ryan's very own version of Jackass
Total extreme.
that I'm going to be getting involved in.
It's basically, if you like seeing pain, if you like seeing pranks done on each other, like we might do pranks on each other, check that out.
Family members, things like that. So if you want to see my mum get slapped in the face, that's a joke. That's a joke.
If you like seeing him teabag me whilst I'm asleep,
that won't be happening. Not again. And the fourth is Never Rising, which is our band name. It's only 2 members. At this precise moment in time, we may incorporate more people that we know that can play instruments. We're actually trying to get more people involved.
So if you're interested,
if you live in the Bournemouth area, just hit us up.
Play an instrument,
yeah.
Let us know.
Or say for instance you want to just get into the band vibe, and then maybe if you've got some core talent, you might be able to progress with us then, see how you get on, just let us know. Anyway, on to the review. Today we have the cool Fire 4 by Anakin. I've had this mod 2 days now. I got it Friday, so I've had a couple of days vaping on it before we do the review. Ryan has had it for about 2 months. He ordered his as complete kit. He had his with the I-Sub-G tank, which is Anakin's latest tank.
Yeah.
It's a clearomizer. Now, clearomizer compared to a cartridgemizer. Cartridgemizer was the one you used to screw onto the EOT. The I-Sub-G, or clearomizers, like your Atlantis, your Tritons and things like that, come with interchangeable coils, so you don't have to take the whole head off. And the way you undo it all is you get your airflow ring and you keep turning. Now, do you notice on there, that is just the airflow ring. There's no 510 protruding at all. That's because it's in the coil. It's actually the whole coil unit. So instead of it attaching to the coil, to the coil's positive pin, it only attaches, that is the coil positive pin. Now, in there is a spit guard. That is so that you get no juice back.
Yeah.
These are your wick holes. You might not be able to see them very well. They're substantial sized wick holes for the wattage you're going at. Because this is range between, when I can find it on it, 20 to 35 watts. Anyway, that's the coil. Now to clean it, I don't want to empty it really, but empty it, you undo the base bit where the coil screws, slots in, it doesn't screw in. Then you've got your Pyrex. Now I'm just going to empty it. Really, you can put it in there. Never mind. Oh, it's a licorice, that's what that is. Actually, that might be a good little combo. So you got your Pyrex. That's why it's called the I-Sub-G. They had the I-Sub-Apex, which was made out of Apex glass. Now this bit doesn't actually come apart, but as you can see, it's easy to clean. Just run the tap in between that bit, as you would when you're filling up your juice. Primo. Then you got your drip tip. This is stainless steel with Delrin insert, dual O-ring. Your bore at the top, if you can look in there, you'll see it actually cuts out before it even goes to the Delrin. That's to house the Delrin. It's 10mm and it tapers down to about 6. It's substantial enough. So putting it back together, you start off with your coil. When you buy the I-Sub-G, it will come pre-installed, but to put it back in, you've got 2 little notches on the coil, don't know if you can see that, and you've also got 2 notches slots there cut out. Now you can guess what's going to happen here. They slot back together, like so. Then you get your airflow control ring, and if you see what I mean, there's the coil, and there is your airflow control. As you thread it on, it slots through the hole, and there we are. Right, to fill it, you literally just have the clearomizer upside down, and you squeeze it in between the shaft and the glass, the shaft and the glass. So then you just align the threads and screw it back on. Just leave a bit of an air pocket, as then you get a nice little pressure, and as you can see, it's wicked nicely. So back to the Cool Fire 4. You basically have your 510 threads where your tank goes, or your dripper. You have your Cool Fire logo on one side, battery vent on the other. Nice battery vent in, plenty of it. It has got a built-in lithium-ion battery. It is not removable. There's your lanyard hole, as you can see straight through it. The finish is a kind of, I'd say, powder coated finish, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
sort of a brushed metal.
Yeah.
It's nice though. It's nice and smooth. It feels like wood, sort of like wood grain. You can sort of feel the grains where they've brushed it on there.
So with yours, it's the same as yours as well?
Yeah, it's exactly the same. With the fire, you've got your fire button, you got your screen, you got your up and down wattage, so up and down, or down volts, because this does run in voltage as well, and your charge port. That's your front. And on the bottom, you have your Anakin logo, which is where the battery is. You can't remove it. That's just to let you know where the battery is. And then you've got this little switch. Now what this little switch does is if you switch it to the other side, as you can see, it's on at the moment. If I switch it to the other side, nothing. That's a safety feature. It is advised you do that when you're charging with a micro USB. However, it has got bypass mode, so whilst it's charging you can vape it. So Ryan is currently running this at 40 watts, which is more than it's advised. That was just to break in the coil, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the wattage, I don't know if you can see that very well, but it does scroll up in 5 increments, 0.5 increments. So let's have a vape at the 35 watts like it's recommended. Plenty of airflow in this tank. Nice vape production. This coil is running at 0.48, so I'm going to guess it's a 0.5 total coil. That's your ohms. On the screen, you've got your wattage, you've got your ohms, you've got your volts, and you've got your battery life. Now, I mentioned earlier that you can change it from watts to volts. To do that, you hold the up and the down and fire button when the screen's turned on. There we go, we're on volts. He's got it at 5.5 volts. It does range from 3.5 to 7 volts, 7.5 volts, and watts is 6 to 40, and it does round robin all the way through. So once it gets to 40, it goes back to 6 and all the way back up to 40, and you can just keep doing that for hours and hours and hours, and it won't change.
See, the best thing I like about that as well is it takes 15 seconds for the cut off.
Yeah, it's got a 15-second cut off. So if you're someone who likes taking a long drag like me, I don't quite go for 30 seconds. That's 15 seconds, but I go for easily 10 to 11 at times. So yeah, it's got a 15-second cut off. I'll just do that now actually. It does come up with the amount of seconds you've been pulling for whilst you're on it.
Best thing with that as well, whilst it's like that, it doesn't overheat as well.
No, it doesn't overheat at all. flash green, orange and red. It will change colours. So if you've got green, you've got a good life battery, and you've got pretty much fully charged to half. And it goes orange, and then when it gets to a quarter of battery it goes to red until it finally dies. Mine's currently on orange, as is Ryan's. So yeah, I mean, how have you found the battery life? I found it fine.
I find it quite good. You know, it's lasted me a couple of days. You know, fully charged.
Obviously,
go on a couple of days with it.
Obviously, Ryan's doesn't vape as much as I do. He doesn't smoke anymore.
See, currently I did used to smoke quite a lot, but this is my first vape, and
he's finding that transition not hard, but his body's taking a bit of a toll on it. He's finding getting a little bit lightheaded because the nicotine concentrate is concentrated nicotine in juice. That's what people get mixed up. It's not like fags where it's spread across the whole board. It's concentrated nicotine. It's pure nicotine. No other shit inside of it. It's literally nicotine.
But with it as well, where I used to smoke. When I did quit, I did find it hard going to a vape, but this is my first vape. I've found it quite good to use. Admittedly, I have had a fag since having it, but it wasn't for me. I prefer to use a vape other than a fag. This really is quite good to use.
Me and Ryan didn't pop into our local vape shop. We both got our cool fires off of Amazon. Now Amazon, the one that I got was £30, and that was just for the mod. And Ryan's was
£45 to complete
£45 with a complete kit, but it has gone down in price since then. So it's going down and down and down. Some of the reviews have said that they're getting shorting issues, they're getting fire button issues where it's getting stuck, like it's, even though you're not pressing it, it's fire in the tank. I've had no problems. Ryan over 2 months, and people have been saying it's been happening after 2 days. Don't forget that, guys, these are made in a factory, multi-produced. It's not handmade, it's literally machine made, so sometimes you're going to get faults. But me and Ryan have never had a problem.
I've had none with mine. Mine's been running.
I mean, I've only had mine a couple of days, but I will give you an update in about a month's time. Maybe when I've had it a month, because the next review I'm doing is the Target VTC mod by Vaporesso. I'm going to pick one of them up from my local vape shop in about 2 weeks when I feel ready to do so. I'll get more onto that when it comes. So my ohms is virtually the same as his. Mine's at 0.43, so it's 0.05 ohms less than his, and I've got mine running at 35 watts. I mean, with Ryan's, I think the connection that he has, where it's there's not a gap between the coil positive lead and negative lead like you get in the Atlantis and stuff like that. I find the connection is much better. You get no delay. Another thing to mention, actually, as he's just filled it up a little bit more, is there's a little lip on the shaft when you turn it upside down. If you fill it up to there, that is the recommended level. You can fill it all the way up to the top, like he's done, so you get a full tank. Obviously, I like to leave a little air pocket, that's why I recommended it. But you can, it's fine. No leaking issues, nothing. The only time you get leaking issues if there's something wrong with the coil head. If you start getting leaking issues, you do get another coil head with it. Put that in, prime it up by dabbing it on the wick and through the grid. Fire it a couple of times, and then put your tank back together.
When you do overfill it as well, you know the spit guard. It will spit out juice when it is overfilled as well.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying test fire it without putting it in your mouth. Just test fire it a little bit, just to get that remainder of that juice off. Because the spit guard's there for a reason. It's to stop juice going into your mouth. Because that's what some people are having problems with the vape. And you don't want to be drinking e-juice as if it's water. Because the nicotine, you're not supposed to ingest nicotine. You're supposed to, well, you're not.
Inhale it.
Yeah, you're supposed to inhale it. That's the word I was looking for. Anyway, guys, there's enough time for one more thing. This is our first ever vape video, and and we're already doing a giveaway. That's right. Now, the juice Ryan has got is from a place called Shoreditch. Shoreditch Vapors. And they're doing a little promotion for us because we've ordered from them. We've paid for everything we've got today for this review. We haven't had anything sent to us. Shoreditch Vapors. Their logo is vaping. Their slogan is "Vaping Made Simple." Basically, we've got a promotion where you get 3 bottles for 99p. Now Ryan is the one who ordered them. I'm going to order the 3 for 99p, and the first 3 people to like and comment on this vid saying what we could do to make it better, is there anything you want us to do, any reviews you want us to do for you guys. I have got a couple more things lined up that I already own that I'm going to do. Ryan's going to test it out, see what he thinks on the video live. We're also going to do live streams of vaping and things like that. But the giveaway, if you like and comment on this vid, we will get notified, and the first 3 will get asked for their email. We'll go on their link and email them directly, asking them whether they want a flavour from, it was gummy bear, getting fruity,
or bubblegum.
and bubblegum. They're fairly easy, they're simple flavours they do. They don't do things like really technical flavours. So yeah, first 3 people to like and comment saying what we can do on the vid,
we'll get free vape juice.
We'll get free vape juice. We will pay for the postage, everything. This is just to help us get our views up. So like, comment, and if you feel like sharing it, share it. And obviously just comment saying what we could do better. So this has been Sprinks' Vapors with Mr. Ryan Soul from Totally Extreme. We will catch you on the next one. Vape on.